young guy be out on what Pia Machina or Conny baby, or Kakumu say, ya rapid small baby girl be a polybag, my family in a hospital. A man says, in the bree, idiot chief.
While walking along the roadside, it was early in the morning around 5 a.m. A tiny voice pierced the air, a baby's cry emerging from the unknown. I went closer, and to my shock, it was a baby, an abandoned newborn, helpless and barely alive baby.
Obviously, clinical for no cry no missing a crown. We have other kind of watching, and the situation so quite crazy. Or more clinic into no need the necessary acandia.
Quick medical examination. The medical team informed me that the baby's condition was far too critical for them to handle. They immediately referred me to government hospital at Babiani. We finally got to Babiani Hospital. You can clearly agree with me that the face of the nurse turned pale with concern after I explained everything to her. She was the nurse on duty that week.
Yeah, they are correct with them. A try ya say be severe color on life. If you me and twata go so to tia bills and be every abusia on man and there's never friend say akolano went me and survive it. Or here order abonti honom no be any near no abonti went me and survive it. Obusia brand and say jim say akolano wouldn't know a case of murder on me coffee just like that. To report it to my police. Now it's a police for your investigation and found no more akolano ne mame. Welcome back to AfriPulse TV, or some for slider and ekasi. Obviously, we are back, and we are back. You see a barber platform no. I catch you see who's a magic coolie hat na. Not just in seminar ede brone and seminar ede barber coolie hat. I'm a wakumade at toy. But obviously, in this particular story, it cannot cool your heart. A bear rise or temper. A mouth temper resist. A rise yako high. Obviously, don't call young guy be out on what Pia Machina or Conny baby. I wakumu say, ya rapid. Small baby girl be a polybag, my family in a hospital. A man says, in the bree, idiot chief. Obusana, oh, no, it's me, shall bow. Why not catch us? Oh, the man found a story. Obusha guy, one funny diamba. I'm funny diamba. Now I see how much I was sorry. On I'm crying home, so quid most or could jogging so go have fun. On I'm soon. And what is it? I could be something, maybe. No, or say, I know, and then Yams no so, and no correa and no coons. I could be that polybag. I could have been at a children in that way. And I know, so. But who's a life I could let him down? No. And the MF was one of my day. Mamma could have a young and off Aqualan, who's soon to enter in your Aqualan and feedback, or the Aquano called the nearest clinic. Sabia beating us, say the Aqualan life. The clinic on no crano. In the Koya could have fee polybag, my own Sacolano, and 1 year you mujani at the other. Obviously, abortion will be a crana about a talk, Capana, how much is I know. Obviously, I video.
The stillness of the early morning, I encountered something that would alter my life in ways I never imagined. While walking along the roadside, it was early in the morning around 5 a.m. A tiny voice pierced the air, a baby's cry emerging from the unknown. I spotted what looked like a bundle of clothes flying oddly by the path. Out of instinct, I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. I went closer, and to my shock, it was a baby, an abandoned newborn, helpless and barely alive baby. As you can see shown in the video here. The baby was wrapped in those polybags. I was so scared, I'm not gonna lie. So I rushed and took the baby. So while I was with the baby was still crying. So I rushed and took the baby to the nearest hospital. It was over the hospital that the baby was removed out of the polybag. After a quick medical examination.
Obviously, clinical for no more crano. Oh, yeah, that kind of watch and the situation is quite crazy. Or more clinic into no need the necessary acandia or betting the Sabia crown life. I'm referring to government hospital. I know a hospital I saw. And obeying them. See that time call with not taxi and I reading a me and I don't know taxi no money crying in a matinum. Or my crying share cloth mukama or the call government hospital honor. okodu ya ocheche mu chire nurse no crash say ni na si no o he nurse na ni ma wotimu say nurse no ase dibi ato nurse ne so nurse no hu ni onye ne ho e na mo force ya de akure ko she incubator mu isan say ya abortion na lady ni ye de akure ko she incubator mu e try ya say ke be save ya kola no ne life ba bushia kai ne say fofie ntimi anto ata go say otuti a bill say bi awie e na mo ko tena abonten so on tena for some minutes some hours te ho no ma no aba be trinity no hwe akwa she incubator dum no home ne bo ko na bo ba abushia ho no ma na nurse ni be friend say akwa no wantimi an survive o hwe a oda abonten ho no obi anim ne ye no abonten wantimi anye den an survive inti akwa no go abushia de video no.
So, after a quick medical examination, the medical team informed me that the baby's condition was far too critical for them to handle. They immediately referred me to government hospital at Bebieni. Looking at the time and also to get a vehicle to transfer the baby to that hospital was also a barrier. But quite fortunate for me, I had a taxi which took us from my location to Bebieni Government Hospital. You could see the smile on my face to just help this innocent soul to survive. We finally got to Bebieni Hospital. As you can see, I was heading to their office to write a statement. You can clearly agree with me that the face of the nurse turned pale with concern after I explained everything to her. She was the nurse on duty that week. Without hesitation, she mobilized the team and began urgent medical treatment. The nurses commenced with their treatment. I knew I couldn't turn my back, so I paid for the medication and other medical costs for them to ensure that the baby will survive. After a while, the nurse told me to wait outside. So I stayed by the nursery window over a couple of hours, praying silently that the baby would survive. Due to the abortion, the baby was placed in an incubator. As I watched every rise and fall of her chest, each breath a tiny victory. Well, after several hours of medication while waiting outside, a nurse pulled me aside, her face heavy with sorrow. She didn't make it, she said. I felt something inside me breaking apart. I had hoped so much for her survival, for a miracle to happen, but reality was cruel that day. Though my heart was in pieces, I knew the truth had to come out, so I reported the case to the authorities in order to determine whoever was responsible for leaving that innocent child to die. After investigation, the mother was found. She was a Nigerian who had tried to quietly abandon the baby after the failed late-term abortion attempt. She was arrested and, after legal proceeding, deported from Ghana.
Obuja Branta and say, Jim say, Akwala wouldn't know a case of murder. On me, coffee just like that. To report it to my police. Now it's a police for your investigation and found no one call Akolano, ne mammy. Then I wouldn't mean baby girl, beautiful baby girl like that. Now on cotton and Trineka, who expect to say, oh, now I got to my topa, Simude, Ubecon a doggy, any designs and about you. And yet, missionary, and I say cowgirl now, or yeah, and I didn't say about you. Doggy now, no continue now. A branch any bonny word, ta, and no, I didn't say about. Now, what boy doggy a real at whom feelings are called one. Or their crown or took a crown of mine and Kofan and Coreno. Mine and Kofa crown Cohen in Mawana. Obusha branch a call reporting case in my police for my police for investigation. Giddy. Na last hour, and Uncle Mamma, some many Nigerian. It says, was a Maria or anything. Obusha, Ghana police as a deported man back to Nigeria. Only ready to take care of a newborn baby. Why do you have to engage in agro? I didn't newborn baby, a baby. I say, fine, obedient mean control say, may engage in ashilishi, and I say, men do too. Protect yourself, man. Only ready to obey what? Do it, but protect yourself. When say idea heading. enti wa wakura kitikiti innocent baby edi na koto ka kwan na makura ye wu afini wu kwa abusua chawadwen e comment section hono ma me den na feel say emfanye no okudu Nigeria wonu ye say Nigeria police wono mo so say mo to aso no mo mutimi jail ma me no e Nigeria hono isn't we e meda the fact say akora ne newborn baby a onyandi to say even 2 days kura we say we doesn't mean say enyem e meda pa wa kunipa na inti say okudu Nigeria wono mo so say so mutimi to asim we no jail no on pa kama abusua chewadwen e comment section hono we are not subscribe to Afripost TV now the bell notification out on say be next video be an update be drop be an onso be notification no when you are cost off and then on the social media and then around the globe. Aye, stay safe out there, keep watching Afripost TV and then see you again soon.